Okay, I'm going to show you all how to use Hotpads.com, which is a subsidiary company under Zillow.com or the Zillow group. This is an impromptu. I think it's important. A lot of you may know how to use Zillow.com. Hotpads also has an app as well. Okay, so I'll wait a couple of minutes. For those of you who join or who look at it later, remember that there's a lot of free ways to get leads. I am working on sending you all absentee leads and vacant leads, as well as some other leads to help you. The month of March is extremely booked for me. However, everyone will be receiving at least a minimum of 2 sessions for the month of March. I'm working on my availability. For those of you that are not currently active, you'll be receiving an email because I did grant everyone to continue, but if you're not being active, then we need to have an impromptu session or call to see where you're at, do you want to continue, and so forth. Okay, I'm going to begin now at approximately 8:31 Eastern Standard Time. I've reserved approximately no longer than 30 minutes for this. It's very simple. It's not as complex as Zillow.com. And I will show you how to sort through everything. Now on the front page of Hotpads.com, you actually have apartments. I'm actually logged in, so you can create a free account and sign up for notifications. Up here you have apartments, houses, favorites, and alerts. And this is because I'm logged into my personal account. So here over here by the logo, you have Hotpads here. And even if you're accessing from a phone, it will be set up the same unless you actually are in the app. So you would click down here. Most individuals that are familiar with Hotpads.com, they are aware that most individuals are on Hotpads.com looking for, of course, rentals. When you think of Hotpad, you think of apartment, condo, townhome, a place to lay your head. And it's not just for rent, it's for sale. So you would go here. It says search for sale. And here you have your dashboard, which will have your favorites, search alerts. These are alerts that you set up for a certain area, or if it's a property that you see that you're waiting for them to reduce the price. You can actually list your rental once you start pretty much doing your own fix and flip or Airbnb. But if you're doing Airbnb, using your property for Airbnb, then you will most likely will list on Airbnb, of course. Also, this month, once you all meet a certain goal, I'm going to show you how to get your hard money and fix and flip your first property, even if you don't have any funds available. Send feedback is generic. If you have there's a glitch on the site, or you see something, a listing or anything you need, you can email them. This is my profile. Payments, I don't want to get into that. It's certain things, whether you're doing advertising, applications, say if you're applying for a rental, it'll actually show you there. Scroll down here, you have apps, iOS or Android, resources. We may or may not get into the resources. Then you have the blog down there. They blog about the housing market. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started because I only reserve about 30 minutes for this. So what you would do, log in and search for sale. And so if you see to the far right, it automatically shows it's in sort from recommended. When we're dealing with wholesale properties, you want to do sort from low price. Low price is usually, most of the time you may find condos, townhomes, short sales, pre-foreclosures, foreclosures. You may also be able to find a total rehab home. So when you're in here, in my area, it's always preset to Coral Springs, sometimes Parkland, depending on how I'm feeling that day. You'll actually see that right now there's 541 properties. I told a lot of you my GDI, gross domestic income goal for this year is over 1 million. I do expect to reach that before fall. And I'll show you all a little sample on another live of how to create your portfolio using portfolio manager software or creating your own Excel sheet to save you and integrate it into your accounting system. Okay, so here you have the little map. See all these little tiny dots? There's a bunch of tiny dots here. And then you have a bunch of big little, I want to say it's like a little home, but it's more of a building. And just like on Zillow, you can scroll over it. Oh, that's a really good price, 127,000. Must be a condo. You can't find a home out here for that amount. Has to be a condo. Okay, so you'll just scroll over and go in and you see the different properties. So it has the white area is the area that these properties to this on this side are at in this listing, the 541. And then the gray area is outside of that zip code or city that you want. So up here, just like in Zillow, Zillow gives a little bit more filters. You can put any price, how many beds, how many baths. So if you're bird dogging or looking for properties for one of your solidified cash buyers, then you would use this criteria. With me, I just use all. Then you have more filters right here. Of course, you're buying, so it's already highlighted for you. It's in this tab, buying. And say if you're cash buyer or yourself, they're looking for properties that have a pool. They have gym is up here. Those are the basic things, but most buyers are not really looking at that unless they're looking to buy and hold. So here, for this instructional video, we're not going to look for condos. Now we do have a lot of associations here. Most everything, even our duplexes and triplexes, are part of an association. So we checked off condo. And the interesting thing, we could check off land just to see what we'll be able to find. We want to check off townhomes because townhomes are usually duplexes unless they're buy attached. And what buy attached means that it's in a townhome community. However, they're not attached together. It's a standalone townhome, as if it were a house. Most townhomes are attached. So when you see buy attached, that pretty much means that that townhome is a standalone unit. Okay, so now I have house, duplex, and land checked off. And let's see how it decreased. I believe it started off at 500 plus properties. So we'll see what that decreased to once we checked off house, duplex, land. So you'll scroll down, any square footage you can keep checked out. Now here, this is important. It says created with 1 hour, 1 day, 7 days, 30 days. So what we're going to do, you can go into 30 days because some properties don't sell because they are high price. But for this presentation, we're going to do 7 days. We're going to see what that's going to bring us down to. We're going to just, minimize the criteria so we won't be going through 500 pages of properties. So next, it says listing types, new construction, foreclosure, land, auction. So what we're going to do, we're going to click off of new construction as well. We don't want any auctions at the present time. And we definitely don't want any foreclosures. We're going to stick with land for this. Keywords, don't need any transit options. It's not really necessary. And right here, you don't always want to check off requires photos because some people, they're lazy listers. But in my profession as a property manager, I go off of photos most of the time when I'm doing remote work. So I will check off requires photos and requires price because I do want a price. On Zillow, you will find properties that will tell you call for price, or it will say no photos, or you'll just see a Google map there. So what you want to do, after you do all the filters, you want to click done. So look what happens. It brings us to 58 homes. Now we start off with 500 plus. So imagine if I wasn't showing you how to do this and you went on there on your own. And I don't believe that every single mentee has actually accessed Hotpads. I believe there's a handful of you that have, but I haven't even been to do an in-depth. I'm trying to, once my evenings are free and my daughter is down for bed, I'm going to do my best. I do have a lot of things I have to do for my campaigns, but if I can give you all at least 30 minutes every single night, with the exception of Tuesdays and Sundays and Saturdays, then I think I can give you more information and show you how to do some things. And a plus with the cold calling, I will be trying to do some cold calling. I have guests coming in this weekend that will be here until Sunday night. So I'm trying to do as much as I can do before the weekend comes in full effect or full circle. So now we have 15 homes. So now here you see it says instant browser notifications. That's because on my computer right now. And I would put yes, try it, but I have enough notifications, so I won't. Now, if you do have a phone, you should have the same thing that pops up on there as well. It'll show you that, and of course, it'll actually give you notification as soon as something hits the market, so you'll have first grabs at it. Okay, so we're gonna click the X out of there. Okay, so now enough talking. So again, we have this. Remember what these are. The houses or little houses that you see, you just go and click into there with me. I'm not going to do that because I'll just scroll over. I know how much the properties run for in this area. I can look at a property and automatically tell without running the comps if it's overpriced. Turtle Run is an extremely expensive area. And as you can see, you have one right there. This may be a go. And I'll tell you why this isn't great. It's probably already, I think that means I've visited already in terms of already clicked on and viewed it. So what we're going to do now, okay, we're going to go over the premature listing. Here, before you even click on it, it'll show you in red here, new, 4 hours ago. This updates in real time. That's the only benefit with hotpads.com. It updates in real time. Therefore, it gives you fresh listings. Sometimes the listing may be updated because there was a price drop. There could be a change in who's representing, which means they could have now listed with the realtor. They could have updated something. It could have now under pre-foreclosure or in foreclosure. They could add a new open house date. It could be a variety of things. You can't predict that just from seeing this little red new 4 hours ago. So we're going to do, because we've already did our filters and we have 58 homes that we would have to go through. Usually I don't use Hotpads a lot. If I did, I would be so overwhelmed because I know a lot of the realtors on here and in the area. And most of them are realtor friendly. So I'm sorry, not realtor friendly, but they are wholesaler friendly or investor friendly. So we're going to click on this property. Automatically, you can actually see a shot right here of the property. There's 31 photos. So what I would usually do, depending on if I have buyers that I'm familiar with, they say, well, we want a total rehab. We want a certain type of roof. You will have individuals that want certain type of roofs, or they want pictures of what the roof likes to see if they may need new roofing material. So they want to change the type of shingles that's on top. They want to see the door. If there's a garage, they want to see the landscaping. So I would just go through the pictures really quickly. This house is furnished. We don't know when these pictures were taken, but most of the time, what we can see, if we go back, we can see that this, and I want you all to not really practice this, but I want you all to be able to go through photos. And when you get that individual on the phone, I want you to be able to talk about the things that you see on there. If you were calling this individual about this property, you would, of course, do your introduction. You would say, I see that you have updated granite countertops. The cabinets look pretty new. The refrigerator, it's not stainless steel. I mean, you're not going to say this, but I'm just looking at my own view. You have a stove, you have a microwave, you have the double refrigerator, the ice maker on the outside. Sometimes you can ask if the property is coming with the appliances, so you'll know. Very nice property. You're just going through, and sometimes some people actually say it's furnished. They may leave a bed, they may leave a bed, they may leave some patio furniture. So it's furnished. And a lot of times when you find a listing that is furnished, that means that the homeowners, this is a home, they most likely have someone that is either in the process of moving and or they took this a while back before they decided to put the home on the market. So I'm just showing you in depth how I analyze properties before I even call. It's not really attractive unless you're doing staging, and what staging is if you have a property you want to stage it. If you watch HGTV, that's Heather, Gary, Thomas, Violet. If you're watching that, you'll see what staging is. They fix and flip homes, and or they fix up a home, it's empty, then they hire a staging company. You can also find staging companies on Zillow as well, and I think I showed that in a demonstration on the other video. Okay, so I'm just showing you how I do it. I just pretty much have a overview of what it looks like. It looks like it's well, but you never know, there could be underlying issues. Okay, so here you would see the cost, what they're asking, 260, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,312 square feet, pretty small. The address is here. Okay, it shows you right here. It's a house. Here you can contact the seller, owner, through this contact button here. Here it shows you that it's updated 3 hours ago. It shows you there's a laundry and unit, which means that most likely it will be sold with this property. It has a locked garage attached, central AC, dishwasher, refrigerator, microwave, which means most likely it will come with the appliances. Okay, so now in the description, just basically shows you that it's attached. And now remember, prior to us going into this listing, I discussed buy attached. So it says it's an attached single family home. So if you go back up, let's go back up to the pictures. You're going to take a look on the outside and see. Sorry. Okay, here we are. So if you see here, there may not be a lot of yard space there. Some places in this area, there's like a fence that is only 3 feet apart from the yards. So you would go back because you look for keywords. Whenever someone types it in bold, that's a highlight. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and look. Furthermore, the home features a long driveway. Home was once a okay, see, that's why when you see a word in capital letters or in all caps, and that's why I went back to see if I missed something. It says the home includes a spacious fenced-in backyard and a massive 2-car garage with washer and dryer. Furthermore, the home features a long driveway. Home was once a multi-unit family home, but then legally converted into an attached single-family duplex home. Its neighboring attached duplex unit 8140 is being sold separately. Now, with something like this, I will not touch this. And I'm going to go over the reasons why. And we're going to pretty much do one more after this, but I want to show you how to read these leads on Hotpads. Like I said, I can't see who's in here or who's joined because, of course, with the live Facebook, I'm on the actual laptop and I can only operate it in Chrome, but I do have my phone open and I'm going to look over now to see who's in here. So if you have any questions, feel free, and I'll try to look over to my phone at the same time while I'm doing this. And we're going to go over why I wouldn't touch this lead. And I want you all to be careful with things like this as well. Okay, so, Shamika, good evening. Tia, good evening. Willetta, good evening, ladies. Okay, so sorry for not greeting you sooner, but I just been going with the flow so I can get this done because I want to be able to do something every single night and addressing different things for you all how to find information. Okay, so now, the reason why I went back because it said attached. Okay, attached single family home. I'm saying, okay, well, is it a guest house attached to the back? So it says, furthermore, the home features a long driveway. Home was once a multi-unit family home. Okay, first of all, if you know how multi-units are duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes. So I want you all to answer this. If it's being sold as a home and it's it used to be a multi-unit, but it was never It basically says it was legally converted into an attached single family home, duplex home. That doesn't even make sense, their wording. What they're saying is that they turned one of the duplexes into a house and kept the other one as a duplex, as an apartment, pretty much. I wouldn't touch this, but I still would call just to inquire, or even go see it to see, okay, how does this work? You have a house attached to a apartment, or it doesn't really make sense. So anyways, this being sold separately, which means you could do this as a double deal. And it said it was legally converted, which means they did get the permits. And that's why sometimes when you're doing properties and you go do a title search, or you take that to the title company, and if there's liens on there, they could actually get liens for not legally obtaining a permit to do something what they did, which is very weird. I've never seen anything like that ever. I've seen duplexes made into a house, but they did not keep the duplex. They knocked the walls down and they left everything else the same, but not for it to still be attached and still be sold separately. Okay, so anyhow, you have the exterior type is stucco. That goes back to what I was saying, certain buyers want to know, preliminary things. Nearby schools. It shows you all primary, middle, high schools. And this, of course, is showing this for families that are actually buying and not wholesalers. We have really great schools, A+ schools in this area, so most of them are A schools. Then down here, you see the utilities. Actually shows you how much your utilities cost. So remember, this is a multi-unit. Pardon me. So there's no gas. A lot of properties up north do have gas bills. The electric, their average is $122 a month. Water is $70 a month. So now, this is the part I want you to pay attention to when I say that it shouldn't take you this long, but I'm just trying to show you how to work one of the listings inside of, we're going to do one more inside of the actual Hotpads. Down here, this is how you know if it was listed by an actual owner or an agent. This was listed by an agent, and the name of the company is Signature International. I'm assuming RE is Realtors LLC. Now, it's a licensed limited corporation. Most real estate companies, to my knowledge, some of them are LLCs, but this could be very well be an investment company. Just because it says listing agent doesn't mean they're a licensed realtor all the time. It happens. Pardon me. Sorry. I'm not getting sick again. None of that. I've Lysol my house down throughout this winter season. So here, the contact premier agent, I'm not going to say this is nobody, but these are individuals that pay to be listed under each listing here for contacting premier agents. Down here, you would backspace in here and you would type, so to save if you want to save yourself a phone call, this is integrated into their personal email. They have a chat. So you would just type in there something like, good evening, Michael. Now remember, you don't have to put the address because the email has the address attached to it. So it says, good evening, Michael. I'm a local cash investor. Are you a licensed realtor representing the sale of this home? If so, do you conduct business with cash buyers? Also known. Some people don't know what wholesalers are, but they should. If they're a realtor or in the investment business, known as wholesalers. And then put something simple like that. You can put your own wording there. So I'm going to leave that there for a second. So if you want to screenshot it, well, you can always replay it. But I basically typed just, good evening, Michael. I'm a local cash investor. Are you a licensed realtor representing the sale of this home? If so, do you conduct business with cash buyers, also known as wholesalers? That's all you have to put there. And again, I'm going to scroll up, wait about a few seconds. So if you want to screenshot it or take your phone and that's just simple. So I'm going to backspace so I don't accidentally send that. And so I'm going to scroll down your email. You can change your email here to your business one if you want to. My name is there. You can do your phone number, optional. I want finance information. Then you send the message. So immediately under there, you'll see, you don't have to go into this. I actually know where this property is. We can actually probably go into this home next. Okay, so, and I know what this is as well. See, most of the homes in my area are very expensive. The property actually have went up about $80,000 for properties in our area, which is about 20%. So you have 1.2 million, 898,749. And all of these, again, have been updated 4 hours ago, 2 days ago. Remember, I set the criteria. If you're going to go back and search into the video, you'll see how to set the criteria in Hotpads. We started off originally with 521 homes. And after I set the criteria, it brought me down to 52, 54 homes, under 60 homes. So it's easier to search. And the recommended for you will always be there on the bottom. So again, if you look here, it also shows the individual's name, listing provided by Signature International. You can do your own homework and go search this company in the state secretary's website to see, if they're in true wholesalers or investors. So you scroll down, and this is what you'll see at the end. And at the very end, what it'll do, it'll show you cities near you as well here. Cities near this address. It will show you the counties. It's very, very, very awesome. And you can also scroll down. You can actually see the neighborhoods. And of course, down here, properties for rent. We don't want rent. And then you can go into it's different zip codes here too. So that's really crucial. Okay, so now that we dissected this, we're going to go back down to that property I told you where I know exactly where it is. We're going to click in there. And if you want to, you can save it by using this heart here, this little heart. Well, this is gorgeous, gorgeous. That's my fancy word. When I really like something, I say gorgeous. Okay, so we're gonna go into this, and what we're gonna do, because I really like this home, I am going to. Hello, Tiffany. Good evening. I am going to enlarge this, so you all should be able to see it. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. I know exactly where this is. This is about, I want to say, give or take, maybe a 10 or 15-minute drive for me, if that. Maybe 10 minutes on a good traffic day. We have a lot of construction going on. So here, I would go through the pictures here. Oof, how many garages? 3. So it has a pool, big lake. As a mom, I don't like properties with lakes in the back, even for investment properties or vacation homes. So I'm just scrolling through the pictures, but you can already see that this is probably most likely a turnkey property. That doesn't mean you have to shy away from it. Gorgeous. Most of the homes in our area looks like this, and not in the inside, but most of them all have tile or hardwood floors. You will very seldomly see properties in this area with carpet unless it's a duplex or triplex. So I'm just going through here. This is absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, ladies, let me go back. Look at this. Look at this. We're gonna have a minute of fun. Look at this. Let me tell you something. It is so important that you have your vision set before you. I'm not saying that you need a closet like this. This is my dream. I have a walk-in closet now, but not like this. I don't have the little, I'll say the dresser island in the middle of it. But I do have a walk-in closet similar to this now. But oh my gracious. And look at the windows. You don't have to use the light. There's a lot of lighting in the top here if you can see. I want you to sometimes look at the bathroom. You want to get lost and listen. Like, you can live like this if you wanted to. I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a $1.2 million home, but it is possible. So we're just scrolling through the pictures and we're just getting, okay, it may not need anything, you know? So there you have it. We looked at it, X out of it. Now we're going to go into the cost. Most likely will be listed by a realtor because they want top dollar for this home. If I wanted to be nosy, I could see when the house was built, what year. And if you notice on here, the Hotpads does not give you the option as Zillow.com does when you go into there to see, tax history, sales history. It doesn't give you that because Hotpads is usually known for rentals. So anyway, you want to go, the price is 1.2 million. That price is probably accurate. It may be about 50 to 100,000 more than what it is for market value. I wouldn't know because I haven't searched, but that's about what you're going to purchase a house for. This zip code right here is considered Coral Springs as well as Parkland. You go down, it was updated, it has a deck. We just saw what it has in it, so we don't have to look at all of that. So pretty much this property was already remodeled. So this most likely is a turnkey property. It's 5.59 acre, almost an acre of land on a cul-de-sac. The water lot, we saw everything. It shows you has 2 custom fireplaces. I'm actually going to save this, and I know an investor that may be interested in this property, so I'm going to save that and I'll send that over to him. So yeah, I was right. It has 3 car garages. So again, here's information, amenities is down here. You can show more, and then you can go down some more. You have nearby schools again. It's all the listings are pretty much the same. Their utilities are $357 a month. Their electric is $288. You know, go down, and again, this is listed by a listing agent. And again, remember, this person, even if this says for sale by owner here, and you still see this again, this is someone that has paid to be placed here under all the listings in this city. So we're going to do really quick before I end it, because it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to do one more listing so you can get the basics of understanding. This is listed by Realty LLC, another LLC realty company. So most of the time when you see, when it's not a very well-known realty company like Keller Williams or Caldwell Banker, and it has an LLC on the end, most likely this is an investment company that are buying these properties or listing these properties. Okay, so keep that in mind and keep that in your notes. So here it'll show you the recent, say if you forgot a property you're looking at, it'll show you your recently viewed homes right here. But you want to be saved using this heart to save it up here, to come back to it. And again, you scroll all the way down, you can go into different, you can go into Miami-Dade, you can go into, hey Tanny, yes, Tiffany, one day. It's achievable. Hey, Carol, how are you, hon? So now we're going to do, I guess I'll give you a little 10 more minutes because I have a few things I have to do. I had a webinar to attend, but I was like, forget it. And again, you can scroll down here. So what I'm going to do right now, let's go into a different area. Since most of you are on here, we're going to go back to the logo at the top. And so we are going to go into, let's go to Tia's area. So the same filters are set in place. Tia, I think I see a lead for you. So I have deal eyes. It's a land. It's land. Okay, so anyways, of course, whoever's just joining, you know, it's the video presentation is only about 35 minutes, probably 40 once I do this. So you would go here. Don't worry about that. And my filters are already preset. Remember, even if you go to a different area, your filters are preset. My filters are buying, house, duplex, and land, 7 days, created within less than 7 days, and requires photos and requires price. I want to see pictures. I'm not going to waste my time of going to see something that doesn't exist, or the outside looks like it's been chewed up by dogs or something like that. You know, I've seen some properties they just need to be tore down and redone. So anyways, it's already preset. Here again, this is a get alert, so I can click on that if I want to. You know, I won't because this is not my area. This is Tia's area. Okay, so Tia, you see right now with the criteria set forth, which is what wholesalers would set forth there, different things. Right now you have 45 homes in the area. And right here, the potential lead for you, this is a piece of land for sale. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and write down this address. I'll leave it here for you for a minute. And so everyone that's in here, just know that, you know, you can sell land. And of course, Tanny and Willette is a perfect example. You can sell land. It's easy, the walkthroughs. You know, you may have a difficult time going down on the price, depending on what it's zoned for. You still have to run comps. And when you will run comps on, you need to find out what the land is zoned for. If it's zoned for single family home, if it's zoned for single family, it's zoned for multi-units as well, which means they still can, if it's zoned for, put it this way, it's zoned for residential. So if it's zoned for residential, you can build a multi-unit on it. You can build I don't know about a townhome community unless you're dealing with a lot of acreage. But remind yourself, if it is zoned for residential, you know, you can always shop your multi-unit buyers. You know, it's zoned for residential, so you can build that multi-unit that you want, a duplex, you know, a triplex even, depending. So keep that in mind with land. Again, to write down this address. Okay, you say you got it. Okay, perfect. Write down the address, and let's see about what's the land. Let's look at the pictures. Let's make it bigger. It's not really much to see. This really looks in a desolate place. a lot of land. Oh, it's a lot of, oh, look at this. That's definitely enough land to build a home. There's houses around it. There's 33 pictures. So we're just going to go through here and let's see. So you're just going to go through the pictures, you know, there's a cute little Christmas tree. I would decorate that if I had this property for Christmas. You know, just put some lights up there. Okay, so you're going to X out of that. So now we saw the pictures of the property or the land, pardon me. So I'll go down. It doesn't have any beds or bath. Tia already got the address written down. Already showed you how to go, you know, through there. Again, it says single family residential lot. So they're already telling you that it's zoned for residential. Okay. And they're already telling you that it's located on Des Moines South Side. Des Moines, I think I said it right. And then here's the contact information right here for you, Tia. It says contact Sam Raff at 515-508-9201. Now, on a good, great, awesome day, I would love to sit here on Hotpads and Zillow and build leads for you guys. But I know a good lead when I see it. I'll just look at it and breeze over, just like before I even clicked into this. I'm like, oh, there's a piece of land. Let's see. You can try to sell the first piece of land here or wholesale it. Okay, so now it's showing that, you know, zone you can do. Of course, there's a lot of land. You can have a garage, parking lot. Of course, you need a roof. Nearby schools is there. So you can actually, what you would do too, Tia, for this to run comps, send me an email if you have problems with running comps on any properties in that area, any homes that are located in that area. So, and guess what, Tia? Hi, Munira. Tia, this is actually for sale by the actually property owner. You see that, ladies? Now, if you saw the other two properties that I just showed you, they were listed by agents. Now, like I said, the agent, it's not necessarily an agent. It could be an investment company. It could be a representative that's just, you know, helping them out. It could be a property manager as well. Because with Hotpads, everything will say contact listing agent or contact property owner. Yes, Tia, you see that? You got that number? It's the actual property owner, but you know you still have to do your due diligence. And you know, you will take that address and you will go to the property appraiser's website and put that address in to see whose name is on the titles, the deeds of the house. So, and again, ladies, this right here, the contact premier agent, again, that's just someone that paid to be there. It has nothing to do with this listing. Again, this is by property owner, so this is not being, they're not being represented by a realtor. So again, we're going to scroll down. Now, if Tia wanted to, they already have preset words in there for you. It says, I like to schedule a viewing. You really don't need to view it. All the land is right there, unless the grass is dried out. And I don't know if it's still snowing up there, so it might be covered in snow right now. But it says, remember, ladies, before I get ready to get off, remember, March through August is busy season, and that's why I chose to let all of you continue, because you will be closing deals. You hear me? You are going to close deals. There are more solid leads on Hotpads than there are on Zillow. And why I say that, because these are updated in real time, and a lot of people do not know how to come to Hotpads. They always run to Zillow and they're going to buy leads. But I'm telling you, ladies, if you do the criteria that I showed you, a lot of you that was introduced to Hotpads, I didn't have enough time. Hi, hey, I'm late. It's okay that you're late. This was impromptu, so it wasn't really scheduled. It's something I did because my daughter, she went to bed early. She was having some tummy issues earlier, so she went to bed early. I don't know if she's going to be up again. I'm like, let me get on here and do a presentation. So I have a list of presentations I'm going to be doing. I have guests coming this weekend until Sunday night, so I may be missing an action when it comes to lives. I'm going to try to do another one tomorrow, some cold calling for about a half an hour tomorrow. Most likely it'll be early afternoon, depending on if I finish my appointments on time. So I'll do some cold calling in my area to actual properties that I may be interested in. So it is snowing, yeah. I'm like, it's nothing really to see except, you know, I see down there. But, you know, if you have a potential, I'm going to look at my list of cash prices to see if there's anyone on there that I didn't send you that's buying land. So just shoot me an email if you can, and say, hey, Tonette, you know, on the live, you mentioned that you're going to send me potential land buyers. So just shoot me an email or something like that, so I won't forget, because I've been working on all the correspondence for you all, And I'm glad, Rhaenyra, that it was you're welcome, informative. Okay, so like I said, ladies, I did earlier in this early in this presentation, I actually showed where I what I typed in. But if you don't want to type in, it actually says, I like to schedule room for 1950 Southeast 9th Street, Des Moines. Please contact me, blah, blah. Like I said, you don't have to put your regular email you sign up with. You can put another email. Let's hope you're using your investment emails. If you do not have an email separate for your investing, I do suggest that you do so. Why? Because you don't want any, you do not want any of your important emails from your buyers or your sellers or title companies or attorneys. And I'm gonna write that in the box in capital letters. Please create a separate email for your investment. And why I say that, because you want to keep all your correspondence. And so, you want to make sure that you are having a professional appearance all around. The website should be revamped and relaunched with all of your information. I'll just be requesting a headshot from all of you and a little whatever you want to say about yourself on the site, and then you'll see your pictures up there under real estate investors around the United States. It'll give you a professional appearance, and let's hope you get some hits, and then you start getting emails. And that's why I said you want to make sure your emails, you have a separate email for even if you don't have an investment company name set yet, you could just put something like for you, Tia, if you're sending emails, just say Tia Investments just for now, or either just put T Investments, whatever you want. You can always change it, or do whatever you want to do. Okay, so again, your name is already pre-filled there. So whatever you register your name as on here, it would actually show it there, and then you just send the message. So again, we just discussed with Tia, pretty much a piece of land that could be a great deal for her. And what I'll do really quick, I always know, and remind yourself, even if you're going into a different area, your filters stay. So we're going to do right now, let's see who all is still on here. Shamika. Am I spelling this wrong? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Okay, so Shamika, let me scroll back up. So we're in Boston, Massachusetts right now, and all the criteria is set for wholesaling. The same criteria that I use to set for wholesaling, I set this in order to minimize me scrolling 15 to 100 pages. So there's 35 homes right now. Oh, Shamika, I don't know if you're still on here with me. I don't know why this always happens when I'm on live. I actually see the deals like Shamika, there's 2 pieces of land for sale that was updated 2 days ago. There's 2 duplexes on here. Okay, Shamika, what I'm going to do, hold on, pardon me for one moment, ladies. I have to copy this, and I'm going to have to send this over to her immediately, because she's in a very cold market. She's in a cold market right now. I don't know if she's still on here. I'm sending this to her now. Now, Shamika, I believe, has her own email investments. Email Monero, I believe you too as well. So just pardon me for one second. I'm sending this to but you all would do the same thing what I'm doing to find your leads, and it's not to the point where you pretty much are saying, okay, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to look. I've given you so many different ways, and I'm showing Hotpads tonight for you also. I don't want you to feel lost. I don't want you to feel defeated. You can take your time. All you need is that one good lead, to close your first deal. and take that money and invest it. And for some reason, it's not letting me send. They don't know if it has to do with me being okay. So just in case she did get off of the live, so we're gonna. I don't see Shamika responding. She was one of the first ones that came in with Tia, with you, Tia. So she may be gone. Okay, so now we're gonna go back out. Let's look at the piece of land really quick. This could be a potential closing for Shamika. This is a piece of land, and of course, I'm sure it's snowing up there too. Scroll down. I already showed you. If you go back into this and look, oh, I forgot to tell you, it'll show you actually the competition. There's only one person that viewed this, so to make a note of that as well. It'll show you how many people have viewed it, but it only updated um, a day or two, and you can actually see. And here it is listed by a listing agent, but that doesn't mean anything. Even if it is listed by an agent, you still can do go back into the video, and you can actually do what I told you all to do in regards to emailing that individual to see if they're, cash investor friendly. Here's another piece of land in their area. So I just sent her over 52 properties from the link. Amenities. You go down. Okay, so now let's see who else is on here. Manira. Let's see who else is on here. We always know there's things in Miami. Coletta. Carol. Let's see. Trying to think. Let's do Miami. Now remember, if you want to joint venture with my mentees, your fellow mentees that are located in Miami, we are in a very hot market here. Very hot market. I'm in Miami right now. I'm doing Miami because I'm going to show you how plentiful. This right here, I can look at this and tell you right now, Liberty City is a very urban area. This property, you see this? I guarantee you, if I was in Tanny and Will are in two different parts of South Florida when it comes to the Miami area. So I don't know if they're still on here right now. But I want you ladies to look at this. You can actually flip this property yourself if you wanted to. Buy it, fix it up, and put it back on the market. It's only 110. And again, those are just joining. You just can scroll over these and go into. I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes. I did go over as usual, but I don't mind going over when I'm sharing knowledge with you all. So again, you would do this for Hotpads and take your time with this. Go through each one and don't shy away from realtors. Don't do it. Okay, so here I'm going to show you on another presentation how to take a photo when they want to give you the address. Here they have Northwest 60th Street, and take this photo, put it on Google, and you can actually find the address yourself. Okay, so anyways, let's look at this. Let's see if they have any pictures on the inside. Oh wow, they took this with a phone. You can tell from the way it's been uploaded. Let's enlarge it a little bit. Oh wow, you can already tell. Yeah, it's very dated. I mean, the bathroom, sink, yeah, that towel has to come out of there. I would do new towel, new cabinets, new appliances. That refrigerator is from I don't know what year. You would definitely want to update that range, which is the stove. Well, I would. Okay, ladies, I'm not trying to be funny. Why did they include this picture? Just, why? What is this? I don't get it. Whenever you start listing something or sending pictures to your potential cash buyers that are requesting, and or if you start doing your own properties, please don't. This picture. What is this? I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is a room, if this is a bathroom, this is a storage closet. I'm assuming it's something that has a window. This picture should have not been included at all. Okay, so anyways, let's get out of this listing. And we're going to scroll down. It's very tiny. It's a box. It's 540 square feet. Okay, so here. Willetta or Tani, I don't know if you're watching this live or if you come back, get this address. If you all want to do a house search or a picture search on Google, you will copy and paste or right click and save the image and put it in Google. Go to Google Images. Just type in Google Images and it will actually search the image. You can actually find the address on your own. Okay, so here it says it's a single home with a lot of potential, needs some TLC. Please bring your best cash offer. That screams wholesale. That screams wholesale real estate. That screams cash investors, fix and flip. Now this, the owner is occupied. It says send offers through MLS. Now, whenever you see MLS, if you all don't know, that means the multi-listing service. Multi-listing service. Most likely this is a realtor, an investor realtor friendly, a realtor. Okay. It's an investor friendly realtor, and or we don't know yet because we haven't scrolled down. This is an investor friendly realtor. I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, so it is listed, and of course, again, it has the LLC behind it. Let's scroll down and see what more information we can find. So this logo, this is the Miami Association of Realtors, so she's a licensed real estate agent. So she's asking, which is weird, she wants to send offers with the MLS. So if she doesn't have cash, if she's looking for cash buyers, you can ask her, do you work with cash buyers? That's all you have to say. So like I said, all I did was put in Miami, Florida for Tanny and Willetta. No, it's okay, Shamika. Please check your email. I sent over the link within Hotpads. The criteria is already preset for you. So these are all homes that are for sale. No townhomes, no condos, just homes and land. I sent you a link with at least, I believe it's 50 or 60 leads on there. No need to apologize. I understand. I know you were the first one on here with Tia. And we found Tia a piece of land as well. And it was listed by the owner. So it hasn't been listed that long. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. Tia, work that lead. If you need any help, you let me know. So I sent you a link to your email, Shamika, out of Hotpads. I pretty much dissected the leads enough so you all can better understand how to use Hotpads, how to put the criteria on. Right now we're in Miami, Florida, which is 45 minutes south of me. Okay, so now you can also go here if you want to search instead of going back to the front, but I want to make sure you all are familiar with how to use it. You always go back to this right here, and again, it has millions of properties on here, and it's updated in a row. Okay, that's fine. I'm about to wrap it up in a few, but let's see. I don't know who's still on here. We did Tia's area. We did Willetta. Tiffany is. I don't know if Tiffany is still on here. I don't know. I'm looking at who's on here through my phone because I can't skip back and look over there for some reason. Let's see. Tiffany is on here. Let's see. Trying to see because I want everybody to feel confident. There's plenty, and like I said, the busy season is starting tomorrow, which is March 1st. And ladies, we're still in the first quarter. Let's do this with a bang. We are going to close. I mean, I have a lot of deals to close in March. I'm not overwhelmed. I had to extend them. I didn't extend them because there was issues. I extended because I didn't have the time. And I like to be personally, sometimes I love showing my face to the properties, to property closing. Some people actually will request to close at the property. If you have that situation and they want to close at the property, it is possible. You have remote title companies just like you have remote notaries. Let's see. We're going to go to New Jersey for Tiffany. I don't know if she's still on here, like I said. We're going to do, I don't know what to do. And the thing is, it's very sensitive. When you start typing in an area here, sometimes it'll come up for you. Let's see. Now it's not even giving me anything. Really. I'm going to try to type the whole word in. Okay, so Now I just typed Plainfield. I could do, and in here you can actually do the whole state if you want to, or the county. So right here we have 6 here with the criteria that's set forth. All of these were listed less than 4 days ago, Tiffany, if you're still on here with me or with us. We're going to go into one of these listings. And of course, you go through the pictures if you want to. So you have, remember, if you still have analysis paralysis and you're shy on the phone, have the listing in front of you when you can, and you can make the inside of the home a conversation piece to break the ice. I see the property at, 1806 Bradford Street. And right here, it'll usually tell you if it says one other for sale unit in this building. Most likely it may be the same seller. So this is the address here. Again, we're going down. If you need to know how to dissect these listings, just go ahead. And again, this is a sure type before you get to the bottom. In the amenities, it'll show MLS, which means it's a multi-listing service, which is mean it's in the MLS system. And a lot of people have access to it. Doesn't mean it's daisy chain. And again, it's by Century 21. Most Century 21s are investor friendly. But again, you would just scroll down, and I'm going to show you really quick how you can actually just use the actual. We're going to do the whole state of New Jersey. So we just did New Jersey. Okay, what did I do wrong? Oh, it says New Delhi, Jerseyville, Illinois. Why are we there? Okay, that didn't work out like I planned. Let's just put New Jersey and see what happens. We definitely don't want the state prison. Okay, it keeps defaulting to New Delhi. I don't know what's going on. So anyways, let's see who else. Did we do Manera? I don't think we did you, Manera. I don't think we did you. Let's see what we got over here for you. And again, ladies, Danita's not on here, but I sent her a spreadsheet organizer. If you want that, just let me know. It just helps you keep everything on one spreadsheet with different tabs. So I am going to, let's see. Because if I had time, I'm running behind on things I have to do, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. We're going to, we are going to go, Danita's not on here tonight either. I'm just trying to go on the list of the ones that on here because I don't want to, I try not to leave. I don't want anyone to feel left out at all when I'm doing these, but I have to address who's ever in the live. But I want them to recognize, and the message not in here tonight. Pauline, Siobhan, a lot of you are not in here tonight. Juju. So we're going to go, I'm going to go to Detroit. And see, it has the county. I'm just going to do, it shows you the county underneath there. So let's see. Oh, wow. Manira, are you still in here? Okay. Now, Manira, if you're still in here, and all the ladies, because this is the last listing I'm going to do for the night. I'm going to wrap it up. Right here, what you see again, when you go in here, any price, keep it there. Don't touch it. Unless you're bird dogging or trying to find a property for one of your sellers. For one of your buyers. Okay? Keep it there. Beds, bath, again, you will only change that criteria if you have solidified cash buyers that you have built a relationship with, that they say, well, I want 3 bedrooms, I want 2 bedrooms, I want studios. The filters that you should all be using as wholesalers or as your own local cash investors for yourself or for anybody that you're bird dogging for. You want to make sure that you only check house, duplex, and land. You can do townhouse and condo, but to not be bothered with condos and townhouse in this presentation because it's totally different. You deal with associations. Some homes have associations as well. So we have houses, duplexes, and land checked off. Square footage, you don't have to touch, and we always want to preset for 70 days, 7 days. Now you can do 1 day, 1 hour if you want to get the fresh lead, so you won't feel like you're the 500th person calling. I already showed prior in this video live where you can actually see if there's any where your competition lies. On Zillow, you actually see how many people have viewed the home, viewed the property on there. This one, it shows your competition. 30 days is the max that you can go. Again, if you do 30 days, that's okay, but you want something at least within the last week so it's fresh. And this says created within, not listed, but created, which means it's been created within 7 days. When you see the new 2 days ago, that's new. And sometimes, again, it just says updated 5 hours ago, updated 1 minute ago. And again, you're not going to touch auction or foreclosure. I mean, you can if you want to, but this is to make sure your criteria. However, even with this criteria, no matter what city or county or zip code you go to, this criteria does not move unless you go here and put clear all filters, and that takes you back to square one. Now, if Manira is still on here, oh, hey, Manira. Okay, I want you to look at this. This is for Detroit. What I'm going to do, like I did for Shamika, because I'm getting ready to end this. This is right now in your area. It is 166 properties that meet the criteria for wholesalers, which means these are properties that are for sale. These are properties that are pretty much have been on the market less than 7 days, or listed on here less than 7 days. As you can see, 2 days ago, 5 hours ago, I'm going to send you this link to your email address right now. You don't have to do anything except click on there, and you can go through each lead. I'm going to show you how to dissect the lead. Again, if you left out prior, but I'm going to send that to you right now. I wish I could do this for all of you ladies. Let me put a note. I may have some time tomorrow. I don't know. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a note on my desk. I'm actually in my office right now at home. I'm going to put Hotpads, then all mentees direct link to potential leads. Okay? I'm going to put that on. I'm not making any promises, but I'm going to try because it is busy season. Busy. We're not talking food here, ladies, so it's not seasoning. Busy season. So you're going to see so many homes. Right now, again, I'm sending this over to Manira right now because it's 166 homes. We're going to go and dissect. Manira, I'm going to send it to, I'm going to send it right now, and I'll put leads, just in case it gets lost, I'm going to put leads from Hotpads via presentation, so you'll know where this was sent from. I didn't take my time to skip trace these or anything. And I'm just going to send the link. Okay, so you'll have that, and much success with that. I haven't forgotten about all of you ladies. I'm going to just, who's ever on here, I send it to you. Tia, you know that I'm always here. I believe in your area was 66, but that piece of land, hop on it tomorrow as soon as you can. And if you need me, you let me know. Work it. You're going to close a deal in March. You are going to do it, all of you. Okay, so with all that said, I'm getting ready to wrap it up for the 500th time. I'm going to go back over here to Hotpad. So again, ladies, the shaded outside, the area right here with all little homes are the properties that are listed here. So Manira, there's 166. You're welcome, Shamika. There's 166. So let's go in here. Manira has some great buyers that she works with. Okay, so Manira, this is what's wrong with this property? Okay, what we're going to do, it says $3,000. If this is $3,000, Manira, you got it? Yay, okay. Get to it. We're in the listing right now in your area. Ladies, let me explain something to you. If this place is really $3,000, do you know I would actually buy it without looking at it? I would say, hey, I want to buy it. $3,000. Ooh. Oh, wow. I see why. Well, the price might be right. That's this is what you call a complete gut. You're gonna, when you ever hear me, whenever you're dealing with me, you hear the, yes, they are. Um, this is a complete rehab. It has a little tool shed in the back. You would need new fencing. It's boarded up. So this was, if you was driving by this and driving for dollars, you would basically say this is a vacant or abandoned home. You can tell by the screens up there that um, there's no paperwork on it. So let's go into the listing and see. And then after this, we're going to wrap it up. The ARV. Oh, so Shamika, you've been doing your homework. Um, even Demita's not on here. But Demita actually is from Detroit area. Yes, you are correct, Shamika. Yes, you are correct. Munira, um, like I said, you all, just because it's not in your area, you all see, and a lot of times I pretty much show this so you all will see where everyone is at. If they have, with Munira's area, they have 166, email Munira, say, Munira, do you want to, would you like to joint venture? You know, if Munira is working all day, or Shamika's working all day, if Tia's working all day, if, um, who else is on here? I had to scroll up. If Tiffany or Tanny or Carol and Willetta, if they're working all day and you only work at night and you want to take some time, say, hey, you're in a hot market, or there's a lot of, I saw some properties in your area. You know, want to do a JV 50-50? I'll run the comps. You just need to go and visit the property. Ladies, come on. There at this point, if there's anybody that you don't trust in the group or you ran into problems, feel free to email me and I will address them promptly. I do not mind addressing. I have the mentees still in this group that I feel that that are trustworthy, that are loyal, that are honest. Tanny and Willetta are perfect examples. They closed their first wholesale deal together. They're in the same area, not really in the same area, but they're in the same state, same county. They did that together. So, and their first deal was a joint venture. There's nothing wrong with wanting 100%. But let me explain something to you. It's right now, I believe it's 17 of you that continued on with me. I originally started off with 40 something. I then downgraded within the first month of the mentorship to almost 35. By January, early February, I was down to about 20 something, and now I'm down to 17. And if you can hear this or still have access to the group, to the website, you made the cut. You know, this is not America's Next Top Model where, you know, I'm cutting you off based on performance, that, well, to a certain extent, but this is not something where there's going to be one winner. There can be 17 winners. So don't be shy about it. If you know you're in a cold market, say, hey, I found a property. There's in the announcement section, there is a map that I put there, and it shows where everyone is from. Most of you, ironically, are from the East Coast. The East Coast of the United States. You're all in bordering states, with the exception of Florida's not really. I mean, Florida, Georgia, go up the East Coast. All of you are in bordering states. Okay, so I'm encouraging, and that was one of the actual notes on the action plan, to joint venture with one person. I'm going to include that same action plan for March. Some of it will be altered a little because there's certain things I'm going to introduce you all to again. Those of you who have sent me information about helping you with your credit, I have not forgot about you. There are certain things I'm working on to show you how to do it, and that takes time because I do personalized letters and things like that, so you can fill it in and send it off to the creditors. So I haven't forgot about you all with that, with the credit issue. So please take advantage of what I can offer you under my mentorship, because once the mentorship ends, that's it. You know, I want you all to close your deals. As for now, March is completely open. You know, everyone is continuing. You know, and as you all know, I believe in you all, and I want you all to know that you can do this. Joint venture with someone that you know. Right now, we're in Detroit. And Shamika, you've done your homework. You know, Tia, you know, you said a little things in regards to Detroit. You know, Manira has buyers. She has relationships with some buyers. She also has a new relationship with some other individuals that I introduced her through. It was one of the posts I shared in the group, I believe, last month in regards to joint venturing. She signed a joint venture contract with them this week or last week. They did contact her. So she's in a JV agreement right now with the referral that I sent her. So listen to me. I will supply all the resources, but guess what? It's up to you to be proactive. I can't say that enough. You have to be proactive, ladies. If you're going to, I'm gonna give you a small thing for you to realize. With me, I had a very heartfelt conversation with one of my mentees earlier, and I'm not gonna release her name, but let me tell you something. I've talked to you all on one-on-one, and guess what? All of you are going through different things in your life. There is not one of you that is not going through something. You all are going through something. It doesn't matter what that is. It's none of anybody else's business except mine and yours when we do our one-on-one sessions. But you all go through things. Whatever you share with me, I do not disclose to anyone else. When you disclose things to the group, that is at your own free will. A lot of you know you have told me things that are going on in your life, and have you ever heard it repeated? Have you ever heard it talked about? Because that's not what I do. I'm very loyal. But I want you all you ladies to know that everyone in this group is going through something, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whether it's financial, whether you all are going through something. And it's okay. You're not alone. So I had to put that out there. Okay. So with that said, you guys been coming a lot. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Manera, I sent that email to you. We're looking at this properly. Let's scroll down. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and log off for the night. Okay, this was updated 1 day ago, Manera. And you're scrolling down. And here, and like I said, I wanted to show you something really quick, Manera. Whenever you're in Hotpads and you see something like this, help you sell. Remember, when this says contact listing agent, that does not mean that this is a licensed realtor, period. How you can get more in depth about who this person is, he or she. I'm going to show you one last thing before we get off. Again, this is not the person who listed it. It will always be here. This says help you sell a Metro Detroit. Now, this could just be a property management company. This could be anybody because it doesn't say realtor or anything. It doesn't say property management or anything. It says help you sell. So they're helpers. I'm not trying to be funny, but it says help you sell. So you're a helper seller, so I guess. So I'm gonna show you one more trick too. You're gonna go down here and you see this says right here is a logo. It says Real Comp. You're gonna go down here, see other properties. And again, those you're just joining, it'll show you all the neighborhoods in your area, zip codes near where you're looking at. It'll actually show you. Okay, this right here, you can use this now. I think of it, the properties for rent, because if you're doing comps and they want to do a fix and flip or buy and hold, and the person who's the cash buyer said, well, you know, if I want to hold this property and rent it out, how much your property is going for the area? They should know already. But you can always go here and see what it says for, you know, what's going with the property. So anyways, we're going to scroll back up here. We don't know who Chuck is or what Chuck does. He just said he's part of Help You Sell. You could actually copy and paste this, Google it, do some research, do a little skip tracing on Chuck. But you also can click on Chuck. Here, you pretty much do the same thing. You can ask him whatever you want to. Say, Chuck, are you a licensed realtor? Whatever. That's a little trick instead of going here. You just can click on his thing, his little, and then you just type it right here, whatever. Okay. One more thing I want to show you before we go log off is, let's see. I'm going into feeds. Okay. Now listen to me. Ladies, I want you to screen. Oh, really? I went through Hotpads and thought no, Manera, they are not all realtors. And that's why I'm doing this presentation. I sent Tia a lead that was listed by the actual property landowner. I sent Sharmika a whole listing. You have to go through each one of these. And this is the leads that I sent you. They are already, the criteria is on there. So it's only land, homes, and duplexes or multi-units. There's no condos or townhomes on there, period. The criteria has been set for anything that's been listed within 7 days, so they're not stale dated and they're not daisy chained. So I send that. So that's why I'm showing Hotpads. All of these listings on Hotpads are not by realtors. So there's 166 homes. And if you want to avoid realtors, you would just do what I did, just scroll down to each listing and see if it's a realtor. If you don't, just exit out. You can actually hide the listing or remove it from your feed to avoid seeing that property again. So yes, they're not all realtors. People actually listen. So I don't know if you all just saw what I did. Let me go back. Okay, what I did just now, I scrolled all the way down. Oh, what just happened? I scrolled all the way down. And here, down here, pardon me. And if you want to do the, if you would like to do the app, you just download it from App Store, Google Play. Here where it says feeds, you go to feeds. And here, like I told you all, Zillow owns Trulia. They own Hotpads. I actually want to show you all something too, really quick. I keep saying that, and we'll get into it another time. But I want to show you all something. Okay, Zillow is the Zillow rental network, Zillow groups. So I don't know if you all know that MSN, AOL, Yahoo, they also have homes for sale on there. That's another thing you can see where people are selling their homes. And most of the times those are actually home sellers. So you can put that down. So you're going to go to rental listing feeds. You already know what Trulia is. You know what Hotpads is. Now, AOL, you would go to AOL.com, homes for sale. MSN, home for sales, not my new place, home for sale. But what I want you to, I'm going to go to right now, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go to HGTV front door. So, sorry, they're renovating it. Okay, so we can't do that now. Okay. I thought we could do that now. Okay, we're not going to do the front door. They're being revamped, which is not a bad thing. Okay, so anyways, but this is all things that you can use here. You already know about Zillow, you know about Trulia, but all of these, let's go and play around with, let's do Yahoo Mail, Yahoo Homes for Sale. Okay. You can go to homes.com too if you want to, but I don't like clicking on the ads. I have it bookmarked somewhere. It's gonna make me go there. I don't want to go to yahoo.com. Okay, so you'll go here and right up top, this is HUD. We're gonna actually go before the government does something crazy. I'm gonna do some HUD foreclosed.com properties this week too. So I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna put HUD foreclosed. So we're gonna go on there later within the next week and navigate through there. So I'm just scrolling down here. I'm gonna see if it's a shortcut. Because when I access my Yahoo Mail, it's usually on my phone. So what I'm going to do is homes for sale. Let's see what happens. I should put house for sale because it's using the search engine, but Yahoo actually have their own section where you can actually list your home. I'm going to have to get back to you on that. But again, you're going to use, sorry, let me go back. So again, all these are sources. I'm going to click on the rental listing feed. Okay, so all this here is if you get into, wanting to do your own listings, it shows you what you have to list on there and everything. So you can always use that. It's not necessary, but I want you to be familiar. When you're in a website, you need to be familiar with every link. You never know, there could be some, hidden gems in there. And you pretty much have everything you need here that I've listed here for you all tonight. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. And again, you will always go here to search for sale. Your dashboard is usually places that you favorited. You can list the rental when you start. And here with the search alerts, we're going to look at this really quick. So you can create your first alert. And I'm going to put 33065. Do an area code, put daily, create alert. That's it. So every day I'm going to get an alert, which probably is going to drive me nuts. And it'll show me anything new. So with all that said, ladies, this concludes our session for this evening. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, but you all got me for almost 8 to 9, almost an hour, 2 hours. So I don't mind. So with all that said, if you need anything, email me. Tia, much success with that land. Keep me updated. Again, all of you, remember to set the most important thing here. You are going to, instead of putting any, you're going to click off. Sorry about that, was a notification that just came in. You're going to go to duplex, house. You're going to scroll down. Oh, this is a rental. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm just cruising along like, yeah, this is right what I'm doing right now. We're going to go to just showing you one more time. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, we're still in Detroit. We're doing foreclosures, land, and auctions. And let's put one day. In one day, there was 32 homes listed in one day using those filters. I forgot to check pictures, so this was just put here 53 minutes ago. And again, if you sign up for the alerts, you don't have to come on here every single day. It'll send it to your email. Okay, or if you have the app, it'll send you an app alert through the app as well. This was just put here 52 minutes ago. Okay, and what you want to do if you're not comfortable working with realtors, that's absolutely fine. And down here, the similar rentals nearby, you can take shortcuts. If I showed you all how to just go down to see, now see this right here? This is Go Section 8. That's a clear signal that shows you that this is listed by an owner. This is someone that accepts housing vouchers, HUD vouchers, however you want to say it. Again, this is a Go Section 8 property. And if you do not know how to use Go Section 8, I believe I did a presentation on it. If not, then I will take you all on a presentation again on gosection8.com. The videos are there so you can go back over and over again to review until you get it, so you won't have to look at it. So again, you would actually call this number. And again, Go Section 8 is an owner that accepts HUD vouchers or housing vouchers for Section 8. Okay, so that's a clear signal. You would call that number and just say, hi, I saw your listing on hotpads.com in regards to the property for sale. And again, make sure you're always in search for sale. And Monera, I want you to see this. I want you ladies to understand, do not give up hope. Without me putting any filters on here, I have house, condo, townhouse, duplex, and land. I want you all to see this. In Detroit alone, I'm telling you all, ladies, it is busy season. There's 2,399 homes that are for sale. Okay, and now the filter is off. I'm going to go back to Des Moines. There's no filters on here at all. Tia, without the filters, there's 582. Now, mind you, This includes townhomes and condos now. And this is foreclosures, auctions. This is everything that's available in Des Moines. This is one city, 582. Even if you get 2 out of the 582, you're good. And with all that said, ladies, who else did I didn't do who was on here? I believe, let me do, I am going to do, don't do Tiffany, I don't think Carol was on here. I don't know if she's still on here or not. Let's see. Carol. Let's see, Carol. We're going to, okay, let's do Carol. We're going to do St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, Carol, if you're still on here, listen, hun. This is with no filters put in place for St. Louis. There's 900. 900. I know it's a lot to sort through. However, imagine when you're buying leads, you still have to sort through them. I mean, I know it's easy to buy leads and have someone else do the skip tracing for you. It takes about a day, maybe 2 days, depending. However, imagine if you spent 15 minutes per day looking at these leads. And look here, what is going on? Ladies, listen, please. You see this right here? And again, this is Carol. I'm going to send this to you, Carol. This was another piece of land for sale. So let's go into Carol. Actually, I think I was working on something else with her. I don't see Brittany on here tonight. Okay, so Carol, I'm going to put leads from Hotpads from presentation. So you'll know it came from. I just sent that to you. I almost ended the presentation by accident. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so with all that said, I just sent that to Carol. Again, in Carol's area, this is a piece of land. And let's blow it up really quick. I mean, doing this is addictive to me. Oh, there's only one picture. Yeah, you're gonna have to go see that, Carol. One picture. So you will scroll down again. It says 2 lots. Now look at this. This is 2 lots they're selling. If you ladies, let me tell you something. When you see something like this, you can cash in 10,000 on land if you wanted to. But this right here is zoned for multifamily. It is zoned for multifamily. This will sell by the ROI alone. Look for the keywords. It's a short description, but it says 2 lots zoned for multifamily. And again, we're in the Carol's area. I don't know if Carol is still on here with us. So you're going to scroll down. And this is listed by agent. Don't shy away from that. Ladies, I'm telling you, you don't have to deal with them, but don't shy away from it. And again, when you scroll down, it says recently viewed. It'll show you what you looked at already. It shows I was in Michigan. Here's one in Detroit that I was looking at. Then they show you the rentals, what the rentals are going for nearby underneath here. So with all that said, I just want to do that, but I've sent, so with all that said, thank you for all for attending at this last moment notice. Thank you, Shamika. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Willetta. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Carol, Tanny, Tia, Munira. I think I said you all's name 2 and 3 times. So remember, tomorrow I will be posting the action plan for March of 2019. With all that said, have a blessed, blessed night. Be encouraged. You see that there's properties out there. There's a lot of properties. Don't get discouraged. You all will close still in March. Not because I'm saying it, because you're seeing that there's so many different ways to get leads. And I'm showing you how to pretty much downsize from a variety of leads to going into the niche where your niche is. Okay, so remember that. Stick to the niche. Make sure you find your comfort zone. If it's pre-foreclosures, then you will go to foreclose and auctions on the drop-down boxes as well as in Zillow. If your comfort zone is for sale by owners, which some of you are not, so cans are for sale by owners. What I've noticed on Hotpads for sale by owners, they're not as adamant as the Zillow, because they're really not giving them a Hotpad estimate. They don't see that on here, so they're not comparing a Zestimate on Hotpads. That's the only winning price on here. Okay, so with all that said, ladies, have a great night. I appreciate you all for entrusting me with being there for you all while you're on your wholesaling journey. Don't give up. And I hope I have some good news in the month of March. Deals and closings. Have a great night. Be well.